So, I've been getting a lot of questions from people who've gotten advanced copies of the book, Bottleneck Breakthrough. I don't think I have any copies. I think you can see it right there. It's hard looking at my camera backwards. So, anyway, there's the video, or the book. Oh, my finger doesn't line up. So, Bottleneck Breakthrough walks through how to find the bottlenecks in your business, start fixing them to unlock more growth. And a big problem that a lot of readers have had, I shouldn't say a big problem, something that's helped readers, I should say, is in my consults with them afterward, is to organize their business into three main activities. Every business, no matter how complex, how many factors there are to running it, can usually be broken down to three main areas. So I'll give you a great example. Past client of mine, Umami and Horn civil engineering firm. They do roads and waterways and pipelines for cities and do land development for companies like Lennar, massive home builder. They do all sorts of amazing projects, but at the end of the day, their business comes down to three main areas. The first that I helped with was on getting projects. So they've got to send out proposals, they've got to network, they've got to follow up on project opportunities with clients. But at the end of the day, it all comes around their proposal process because every project is big and hairy and complex and requires a detailed proposal. So we focus on that first. And there's a case study on bottleneckbreakthrough.com under the results section that walks through in detail how we created that proposal that took them from closing about 7.5% of the deals they went after to closing about 73 to 74% of the deals they went afterward, and generated millions of dollars of revenue. And so that was the first thing. That was the first leg of their business model, was getting projects, closing projects, landing projects, securing projects. The next phase, now they are an engineering firm. They make their revenue by billing for time, billing for their professional talent. And they had 5 main roles in their company. So recruiting was the next bottleneck or the next leg that we had to focus on. And so once we got the proposals down and could get projects, we had to recruit to keep those projects filled and have to replace people that left or people that weren't performing. And so recruiting became the second leg of their business model that we focused on. And we built a really great recruiting pipeline. I'm actually going to put a case study on that because it's a really thorough process that we developed that worked amazingly well and works for any professional services company. So we got the recruiting dialed in, and they went from 22 staff to 42 staff in about 18 months and had great success getting A players, and they've been able to use that recruiting system going forward since then. And then the third leg for them was project management. And again, they've got big, hairy projects. They've got a lot of moving parts, a lot of staff members on them. They've got a lot of coordination with not just their clients, but then city and county and municipal oversight departments, permitting, funding, federal funds, all that stuff. They've got to coordinate all that. So project management became the last leg of their business to focus on, that as long as they have those three things running well, everything else falls into place. All the details of minutia around their office management and their HR and payroll and accounts receivable and all that other stuff, it's pretty basic, but these were the three most complex levers, and that by focusing on them allowed them to go through significant scale. So what in your business can you break down to 2 or 3 key areas of activity that you focus on mastering those, and everything else falls into place? I was talking with a new client yesterday. They've got a tremendous service installing smart home equipment and efficiency stuff. So refreshsmarthome.com, amazing company. I'm looking forward to helping them. And they are dominating the markets they're in, New York, LA, Boston. And they want to expand to other markets. So expansion and finding partners to work with in those markets is a huge area that if we get that dialed in really well, that expansion with partners, and on the backside of that is recruiting installers, then we've got a massive scalable opportunity. Then the second leg is managing those installers, making sure that the quality control is there. And then the final leg is lead gen. And they've got a great leg up on everybody with that. with their first mover advantage in that space, and they've done a great job. So breaking businesses down to the 2 or 3 key levers that you need to focus on is how you can take the bottleneck breakthrough method and simplify it to prioritize what is the key bottleneck that's going to unlock growth. So shoot me a note, leave a comment. I'm happy to brainstorm around your business, what those 2 or 3 key levers are. In the SaaS world, I really like helping SaaS companies, software as a service companies. Those 3 things are getting clients, so that whatever the lead gen is, building your traffic pillar, getting them onboarded, maintaining clients, so that the onboarding really is the key, getting them up and running so that they're using your software on a day-to-day basis. And then the third factor is continuing to develop the software platform so that you're rolling out features and stuff like that. So like my buddy John Cronstead, president of Kajabi, they've done an amazing job of onboarding their customers, and they do an amazing job of rolling out new features. It's an amazing platform. I've built the resources section of the book on Kajabi, and now they're building out their traffic pillar beyond the amazing word of mouth that they've had, the referral network, so that they can get consistent new lead flow of educators and content providers to use Kajabi. So those are the 3 things that most SaaS businesses break down to. So leave me a comment. I'm happy to brainstorm how to get simplified business model, the 2 or 3 levers that create all the growth for you, and then finding the bottlenecks within those levers so that you can fix them and move on. Have a great day.